I recreated the look from a scene in one of the most inspirational movies on Netflix, featuring one of the most inspiring actors and movie producers, Adam Sandler. The movie is called Hustle, and today I'm gonna show you exactly how I did it and why. Let's talk about it. Adam Sandler is one of my biggest inspirations, not just as an actor, but as a filmmaker. He built his own company, writes his movies, and stays one of the most down-to-earth guys in Hollywood. He could be starring on a multi-million-dollar movie one day, and the next day, he'll be at a random park just playing basketball like a regular guy. That's the kind of energy I can respect. So when I watched Hustle, it really hit home. It's all about passion, hard work, and betting on yourself. Everything that I stand for. Now let's break it down and I'll show you exactly how I lit it, shot it, and put it all together. Alright, so this is the car that we're going to be using. We switched over to the wireless because I don't want to have this whole microphone. There is no cars or nothing like that, so we have to recreate that whole feel with lighting. So we're going to set this up, see if it works. We'll let that set up while set up the camera inside. Maybe put external monitor out here so we can see what's going on. Alright, so a couple of things that I noticed that I did not pay attention to, or I kind of did, but I didn't really think it through until now. These seats are black. The car that he is in, they're like a burgundy or like a beige color. So this might kind of contradict the colors that we use because it's not gonna give the same color tones or the same contrast in between. So that's something that we definitely have to keep an eye on. I'm gonna have to turn that light off and just start building the entire sequence all together. So all right, so a couple of differences that I'm already noticing from their scene compared to ours. I think they might have used a longer lens, so I'm guessing maybe they used a 65mm anamorphic, so the compression is going to be completely different, and also the angle of the camera is completely different to how I have it here. Another thing I can notice is I'd have my camera settings completely off because there is so much noise going on right now in the shadows. I don't even think I am in focus. So there are a lot of differences right now. We're getting there, right? We're structuring it. I do see that there are reflections on his window. He did have the window closed. He does have a seatbelt on, but yeah, his car interior is like a beige. Mine's is black. We have our Kelvin at 3400, and it's still, based on what I'm seeing on this screen, it does seem a little bit too yellow, but again, we haven't structured everything around. So we're gonna start setting up lights. You could see lights in the back of his window. So like back here on these back windows, you definitely see lights. I think we're gonna be able to do it. We're gonna be able to pull it off. It doesn't look like there's any lights inside of the car, but there is one light beaming straight at him. It kind of looks like also there's like a light. If you look at his sweater on this shoulder here, you can see that there is like a headlight. So maybe they're causing it to be like a reflection of like a light post. So we're gonna have to set up a light that's kind of pointing downward and make it look like a light post. Okay, so off the rip, looking at this shot, it's starting to kind of come closer. We've turned off the garage light, so that yellow light isn't there. Now we have this bright, very super bright light coming into the car, but I'm noticing that shows a lot more on his face versus mine. It's more of coming from the front of the car. As you can see, like the front of his face is well lit, so it kind of seems like it's towards the front of the car, not necessarily directly from the side of the car. We're gonna go ahead and reposition our lighting and make it look more appropriate to this shot. All right, so now it kind of looks a little bit better. It's not exactly how we would like it to look, but we are going to try a couple of different things, possibly bring the light either up or down based on his face and how the light kind of hits his face. There should be like a shadow right here. That looks much more pleasing. The image doesn't look as sharp, so I think this is a better shot, right? We do have some light spilling on the outside skirts, but I think we can work with this. I think now we just possibly have to light the back part of it, and maybe even a light coming from that side kind of hitting that way. But I think this kind of works a little bit. Okay, I think we're at a decent spot here based off of what I'm seeing here. Like as far as like front lit, I think we're good. Or maybe something that I would probably add is light back here. I know that I had originally said that, but I think I'm gonna have to put another one back there just to give that extra touch, because right now it just really like black, right? There's no definition back there. And in cinematic, you want to have dark, light, dark, light, dark. Like, you want to follow a pattern, and right now it just seems like it's just super bright in this area here. Even up in the front of the windshield, you could even see the diffuser. So we want to fix that a little bit, but then also make a light shine back here, and I think we are golden. Okay, the front of the car I think is good. I think we're good on the front of the car. I do see a little bit of light kind of coming to the front, but maybe after I move this, I think we are really freaking close. I'm just gonna light that back part, and I think from there we are good to go.
Yeah. You must be blinded by the lights. We came to shine here.
All right, guys, I think we are happy with where this shot was. We properly lit in the back. I think one more move is to stop the light from reflecting over there. And we're gonna use whatever we have. We have this, like, I bought this off of Amazon like a while back. This is for like skits or whatever, but this is a like judge gown or graduation gown. I'm gonna use this to cause the light not to spill out. All right, guys, I think we got the shot. Let me put my seatbelt on. Can't do the scene. This is those little details, right? The little details. I know his is brown, mine is black, but hey, what do you guys think? Did we pull it off? Let me know in the comments if I could have done it. I ended up using 4 different lights for this scene. It took time to build it up, but it just goes to show you taking that little extra step is what's gonna make the difference. So let me put the mic down and let's take this puppy for a ride. All right, so in the end, these are the lights that we use. We have the Godox VLC 150, and that is the one that's lighting up the back window going into the car. We have we have a massive diffuser up here in the front. That is being lit by the Godox ULC 150. That is what's beaming that. We have that diffuser. If you see in the dashboard, so in the dashboard, we have the TL60. It is an RGB light, and that's just kind of showing the shadow on my face. And then we have another one back here, kind of putting the shadow or the light on the back seat. So it kind of looks like all of this is just kind of reflecting. I know this is not exactly how they lit up their film, but this is how I tried to come up with the same exact look. And this is what we came up with. I think it came out pretty dope. This is what the whole entire scene looks like. We have one light over there, one light over there. We have a messy garage, and then we have one light in the dash and one light back here. We use the Sirui 35mm t2.9 because that is the longest focal length that we had. Actually, that's the only anamorphic lens we have. So we tried to make it work as best as possible. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it turned out exactly like that?